What's up, guys? Coming at you with a hot deck profile right out of Los Angeles. Alright, who are you and what did you do today?
My name is Ryan Sano. I got 6th place at LA Regionals with Sky Striker gear. My only loss was to BA round 1, and then I beat Elvis Vu in the finals. Somehow got 6th and he got 2nd. Don't understand that at all, but yeah, let's get right into it.
Alright, right to the cards.
Right, standard stuff, 3 Ray, 3 Ash, 2 Ogre, and then the interesting choice was the 1 Veiler and the 2 Impermanents. Now, the only reason I was playing this was because I was afraid of Dark Matter, and I didn't want all of my Rays getting damaged off of it, so I wanted more monsters. But I didn't want to cut this because I could do it in end phase.
Sounds good.
That's it. Spells, it's like all the decks are standard except for 8 cards differences. So 3 Engage, 3 Widow Anchor, 3 Multi-Roll, 2 Area 0 because I needed space for certain cards and I just couldn't.
So for the multi-roll, I know a lot of people opt to play the 2. Why did you choose to play 3?
You win it makes the grind game so much easier, and you really want to hard open it so that you have a grind game consistently, and you can just set up boards against your opponent, and they can't really do anything against it. Like if you make all your spells uninteractable, you kind of win because you can just clear all their resources and then end up with like four sets off of the same card, along with having 2 searches available too. So it's bonkers. It's absolutely insane. The 2 Tarot to go with it. Then 2 Eagle Booster. People have opted to play 1, but you need your Ray to go off. Not Ray. You need Kagari to resolve as much as possible, which is why I wanted to play Called by the Grave, but I just didn't have space. Then Sky's 1-ups was the 1 Drones, Shark Cannon, Afterburners, and the Generators. Rest of the spells, you got your Turbo with Foolish Package, and you got your back removal. This is one of the best cards in the deck, but I never ended up drawing it until round 10 against Elvis, when in game 3 I Twin Twistered his card so that he didn't have an Area 0 target. So, yeah, and then Rhoda and Upstart. Then spiciness, I guess, was the Solemn package. Shout outs to Alan, my teammate, for essentially making this list. Like this entire list is his, except for a couple of side cards. I wouldn't have had my list would have been completely terrible, and I wouldn't have done any of this at all.
So how many in the main?
40.
And how did it feel today? Would you make any changes going into next event?
No, I'm not going to change any of it. It's probably going to stay the same until the ban list comes out. Yeah, extra deck. You got your drone stoking. You get 3 Kagari standard. 3 Shizuku also standard. 2 Hayate and 2 Kano. I honestly wanted the 3rd one of this. It came up so many times against where I could attack the game, but I'd already gone through both of them because I Area 0 Ray, and I summoned this, and because I always want Kana to resolve twice to prevent 2 attacks essentially. And honestly wish I could have cut this for the 3rd one, but I also see that 2 was enough, so I probably would have cut 1 from the utility. Rest of the links, Phoenix and Unicorn. Nothing much to say about that. You kind of have to just play it. 1 Nigirsu. This is the only card that I went into the extra deck, other than Bulbasaur. And I never made these once, but this I made the most other than the Striker monsters. And it was a blow-up card every time I saw it. It makes the Endymion matchup so much easier. And I wanted to play 2 or 3 of this in some cases actually, because of how insane it was and how easy it is for this deck to make.
So would you replace the Nightmares for it?
I would probably take out the unicorn for the second one, if I'm being honest. I really like it a lot. It comes up so much. And the last card, Bomber. We set it up once or twice, but it was pretty lackluster. It's mostly there for Endymion, but the deck's really easy. You just have to you just have to get them down to 3 cards, and then any pendulum deck that gets down to 3 cards loses. So if you do that, you win the match. And if they have a bunch of negates, just set up a multi-roll, and they can't respond to any of them. And you just clear their board and you win. Side deck was 2 Panker Tops. You don't need the third will never come in. It actually, in rounds 9 and 10, I drew both of these in my opening hand, and it was terrible. And people behind me were like, how does he draw both? He only plays 2. And I just drew both. I don't understand why. This card loves me. A little too much. Shared Ride. I was playing against too many people that were maining this, and that was so incorrect. You only need to side it. 2 Stormduster. This was what I put into the deck. Before it was the third of the Spice card and the third Twister. But this was, not really for Altergeist, but for the mirror match, so I don't have to discard off of Twisters. And for stun decks where they set up Imperial Order. The rest of it, 3 summon limit, and 3, there could be only 1 for combo. And then the Spice of the deck, 2 Swords of Concealing Light, which won me 4 matches the entire day, because I was able to just flip down every single negate that they had and then clear their board with Bomber.
So would you play this against stuff like Thunder Dragons to flip down their Colossuses?
Yeah, Thunder Dragons against Colossus mostly, only if you're able to bait out their other negates. Because you do that, you buy yourself 2 turns, and you can just keep drawing into stuff that you can possibly set yourself up to and end up winning in the grind game after you clear their board. So it's super, it's amazing. I wish I was playing the third, but the third one would be very, very nice.
Awesome. So any other changes you would make to the deck? I know you said you'd maybe make some changes to the extra deck. Anything in the side you'd want to change?
No, the side was perfect. Like everything except for these 2 cards should be the same in every list. These 2 can be anything. But yeah, this should always be striker side, no matter what version they're playing. Like, even these bad, unless you want to play it as a 2-of. Mind Control is if you're expecting a lot of the mirror. This was mostly because of the Endymion hype, because I was expecting to go into this seeing a lot of it, and I was right, but I only played against 1, and I 2-0'd him. It was so easy. But
so you'd say the matchup's pretty strong for striker.
Not strong unless you can get them down to 3 cards. That's all pendulum decks lose at that point.
All right, so any other comments about the deck, or do you have any shout-outs you want to give to the video?
I got a lot of shout-outs. First off, shout-out to my boy, Ryan, filming behind the camera.
Oh, shit.
Shout out to Alan, actually made my list. Shout out to the rest of my team, Jesus, Sebastian, Jacob. You suck, by the way. You said you would win. Look who ended up doing better. Julio, Nikki, who couldn't make it, Dimitri, who was supposed to judge but got sick, and yeah, that's about it. Nothing is going to change for this.
Alright, what team are you from?
I represented Team Endgame for this event.
Hell yeah. Alright, thank you everybody. That's the video.